selling a $3,500 course. But college is 60 grand a year over 4 years. You don't even know the student loan agreement that you're signing, and you learn business from a professor that never even owned a business. And it's like, so why is that not being called a scam? And I'm not saying that, some of these courses aren't scams. We both know some of they are. Yeah. But there are great courses out there that you can learn, whether it's e-commerce, content creation, right? Just networking.
Okay, guys, we got Shane here from Street Polar. You've definitely seen this guy's videos before. You get a stupid amount of views these days.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping on, man.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Where's the latest interviews you've been doing now?
Recently, like what platforms?
Location.
Locations. So now, when I first started creating street interview content, it was just me. And, but I got banned so many times. I've been banned 10 times on TikTok, twice on YouTube. And so now we have Street Polar Media. So over 15 different in-house street polars. We have a team in New York, Miami, Tampa. We have a team in Texas. We have a team in LA, and we're just continually expanding there.
Wow. That type of content's been crushing lately.
Yeah, I think, dude, with all the AI content on the feed and, all the content that is just not realistic, I think people really want to see the truth, right? Like, that's why your podcast is thriving, because you're having all sorts of voices, left, right, non-political, political. Like, you give everyone a platform, right? Which is something that is not traditionally done within the legacy media. And so that's why creators like you are also thriving, because you're giving the audience a chance to hear from people that they normally wouldn't hear from.
Right. So do you go to liberal universities? Do you go everywhere?
Yeah, all the time. Like, we were just at the No Kings protest weeks ago. Yeah,
that must have been sketchy.
It was sketchy, bro. Those people are stupid. Those people are dumb, bro. Liberals are dumber than a bag of rocks. Like, they don't even know what they believe in. I think that they have nothing to do. And so for them, they just want to feel like they're a part of a movement. And so if they go to these protests, whether it's the pro-Palestine, whether it's BLM, whether it's, a protest in LA about the illegal immigrants and the mass deportations, like, they don't care what the cause is, but it allows them to feel a part of something. Right. And that's why they go out. And so they always walk away. Me, yeah, I support Trump, but I like to say I have common sense, right? Yeah. Like, I don't align with one party one way or another. I believe what I believe in. But I'll sit here and debate a liberal until they want to walk away. And they always walk away when you ask them why. It's nuts.
Just saying why?
Just saying why. They won't ever expand on it. It's like, you don't think that if you are so strong in your beliefs that you're so strong in your beliefs, you don't think that you'll be able to expand on those beliefs? I mean, I would, if you ask me why.
Yeah. Well, because you base yourself in facts.
Yeah.
A lot of people have these opinions and they can't explain why they have them because they've been programmed.
Yeah, they've been programmed by the media, that's the biggest threat to the American people.
Yeah, but
when mainstream media,
when you have data on your side and common sense, you can argue from a logical position.
And the education system. I mean, look, I dropped out of school in 8th grade.
Wow.
So
that's the youngest I've heard.
Yeah. So it's probably illegal looking back on it. They suspended my license, but I still drove anyway. But I didn't go to high school. I didn't go to college. I don't have a GED or any degree. And so I had to kind of shape my own view of the world, right? But when you go from, K to 12 and then 4 years or 6 years or 8 years of college, that mental programming that you're subject to, why are these kids learning X2, Y2? Yeah. Like, why are they not learning how to pay their taxes? Why are they not learning how to start a business? Why are they not learning what an S Corp is and what distributions are? And so I think that also plays into the fact that most of this population is brainwashed. Did
you have a plan when you dropped out, or you just dropped out?
Nah, I mean, I had a credit repair company.
In 8th grade?
When I was 16.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started selling credit repair. It crushed it, and then I sold that to a funding company. Yeah. And I just started making these street interviews. And I didn't even really want the money. I was so frustrated with Biden. He was so I always say the only good thing Biden did is he solved obesity because nobody could afford food. But beyond that, I was so frustrated with what he did with the gas prices, with what he did with the Afghanistan withdrawal, that I just started going out and talking to urban voters, who love Trump. And I don't think that was showcased enough, or really at all, that Black people love Trump. Hispanics love Trump. And they did back then, and they still do now. And so I just found a unique edge there, and then eventually was able to capitalize and build a business off.
Yeah. So you're doing interviews in the hood?
In the hood, bro. Deep in South Beach, in the hood of LA, in Atlanta. I spent 2 years out there in Fulton County, going to Lenox Mall, and it was a good amount of time. It was fun though.
Did it ever get hostile?
No. Only on the left.
Really?
Yeah.
Never on the right?
Well, I mean, if you ask the Black people about the transgenders, they get a little upset. It just offends them,
Yeah.
They don't like that sort of topic. But no, never really hostile at all. I mean, they love Trump, especially during the indictments, during the mug shots, and just how bad Biden was doing. they loved it. All that stuff that.
All right, guys, Sean Kelly here, host of the Digital Social Hour podcast. Just filmed 33 amazing episodes at Student Action Summit. Shout out to Code Health, sponsor of these episodes, but also I took them before filming each day. Felt amazing. Just filmed 20 episodes straight and I'm not even tired, honestly. Much like this, where it's just based off, the codes that are in the saline solution. Code Health has been awesome.
Feel the drop and go code yourself.
They did against Trump, the lawfare backfired heavily.
Do you have to go undercover when you're doing the left interviews?
Nah.
You don't care?
Nah, I don't care. Nah. I love controversy. Like, I want them to know I'm there so they can come up to me and talk to me.
Which college campuses stand out to you?
University of Georgia.
Georgia
was like the biggest shocker. Just how stupid people are. Like, one of my buddies said he went there and he had a transgender professor and then he dropped out. UGA, UCLA, USC. I mean, really any college, like any college, because even if you go to that college and you are a conservative or you believe in it, like, you can't talk about it.
Right.
Like, I've heard stories, and again, I never went to college, so I don't know for a fact, but I've heard stories where people have been assigned, are you pro-life or pro-choice, and explain this in a college essay. And if they say that they're pro-life, they get an F automatically.
Wow.
And it's like that ideological part of college comes down to the institutions and the teachers. And that's what causes the massive brainwashing.
What do you think of Trump cutting funding to Harvard?
I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, like, you speak to a lot of course sellers, right?
Yeah.
So how is somebody going to call a course seller a scammer for let's say they're selling a $3,500 course, but college is $60,000 a year over 4 years. You don't even know the student loan agreement that you're signing, and you learn business from a professor that never even owned a business. And it's like, so why is that not being called a scam? And I'm not saying that, some of these courses aren't scams. We both know some of they are. Yeah. But there are great courses out there that you can learn, whether it's e-commerce, content creation, right? Just networking, real estate. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different, niches. And I'd rather learn from somebody that's done the business, right? Like, if you launched a course tomorrow on how to start a podcast, like, I'd pay for it. Because look at the empire that you've been able to build. But then I go to school to learn marketing from a professor that's being paid $80,000 a year that never actually marketed a business or owned a business. Like, right. It's backwards.
That happened to me. I was literally in marketing class at Rutgers, and he said he had literally like 3 failed businesses, and he's a marketing professor.
Yeah.
And he never had a successful business.
And how much was the tuition at Rutgers?
Well, I was in-state, but even in-state now is still like 15, 20K, I think.
That's insane.
Out of state's like 40, 50K a year.
Yeah, a year.
Isn't that nuts?
And you don't even know what you're signing.
No.
As a young 18-year-old fresh out of high school, like, what's the interest rate?
And the dorm I was in was built in the 60s. Literally, as soon as I got in my room, there was a letter saying there might be asbestos in the building. Wow. That was my college experience. Yeah. And the food they give you, oh my God. We could go so many ways with college, but yeah, you're just being poisoned in not only knowledge, but with food too.
And with your environment as well, right? Like, all the other kids are mostly losers. I mean, some of them, now good kids come out of it and you find and you network, but the parties, right? Like,
the majority are degenerate.
The majority are very degenerates. And so they're like, I want to go to college just to have 4 years of having fun. It's like, why not create wealth now, amass that, and then have fun for the rest of your life?
Right. So that was always your goal. Always. Get wealthy early.
Yeah.
Where does money rank in terms of importance to you?
Oh, it's not the importance. Like, the importance to me is doing what I believe in. Like, dude, if I wanted to tomorrow, I could make way more money. I could launch a course probably tomorrow. Even
a street interview course.
I literally could do that tomorrow. Yeah. And I've thought about it, but at the end of the day, like, that's not my passion. My passion and what's fun is going on the streets, building an organic presence, showing people the truth, and taking over from the legacy media, because CNN is so biased. Fox is so biased.
I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the show a lot with the algorithm. Thank you.
Like, people need to hear the truth, and street interviews is the best format to get the truth, because it's a double validation, right? So you see a random interviewer and a random interviewee, and then you're on the other end of the screen like, oh my gosh, like, this, controversial opinion that's being said isn't so controversial anymore. Like, I feel that I can say it out loud.
Right.
It's similar to what Elon did buying X, right? Like, Elon bought Twitter, rebranded it to X, and then you had people like Sean McGuire and Sequoia Capital now coming out and donating to Trump. Like, that would have never happened. You have Meta now and Google and all these platforms that have stopped censorship.
Yeah.
Right? Because of Elon. So, like, all it really takes is one person to pioneer an industry. And then from there, it spreads like a wildfire.
There's been careers built off street interviews. Hawk Tour Girl.
Yeah.
Came from a street.
One viral clip, right?
Yeah.
And she rugged that meme coin. Yeah.
That was the fastest downfall I think I've seen.
I've never seen a rug pull that fast though. And she didn't even make that much money. I've seen some crazy
lost
rug,
money, but she refunded everyone, I think.
She did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like way after, but
yeah. Probably like 25% of what actually lost.
When influencers get into crypto, it's a bad idea.
It's no good, huh?
No.
Did you ever got into crypto and done it?
That's how I made my money.
In crypto?
No, I never launched my own coin. No.
Yeah.
But that's
what were you buying? Bitcoin, ETH?
everything. Yeah, all the top stuff. I dabbled in the meme stuff when I was in college. So
what year was that?
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
I started buying Bitcoin in 2018.
Damn.
ETH was 100. Bitcoin was 3K. I remember I first bought it. I was 14 because my dad sold all of his stocks and bought Bitcoin.
Wow. Good for him.
And sold a house and bought it.
Good for him.
And it was 6K. Bitcoin was 6K. And I'm a little 14-year-old kid. My dad's like, Shane, you got to go buy this. So I went and did lemonade stands on the weekends to make like $100 a weekend and put that into crypto.
The hustle.
And it was 6K. And then Bitcoin went to 3K. And everyone said it's a scam. They said, sell now. Thank God I didn't listen. Thank God I didn't buy. And now what is it, 118?
Yeah, it just hit all-time high.
Yeah, it's significantly undervalued as well. Like the exchanges are not giving us the real price. I think right now the price of Bitcoin is probably 180, 190K. It's not, what's being shown on the exchanges.
There's people thinking, saying it will hit 1 million.
Oh, that it'll hit 1 million? It'll hit far beyond that.
You think so?
I mean, 1 million's programmed at the end of the day. Like people didn't think it would hit 100K. Nobody thought it was 100K. I remember when I'd go to sleep, Bitcoin was, 7, 8K. And I'm like, what if I wake up tomorrow and I see 100K? Like that was so out of reach. Then it broke that psychological barrier. I mean, a bunch of other stuff happened in between, but it broke that psychological barrier. And now it dips under 100 and it comes right back.
Right.
And it just keeps creating new all-time highs. It's been through, disgusting bear markets that would have wiped out. I mean, it has wiped out most of the crypto industry other than Bitcoin itself,
The Tri-Light from Therisage is no joke. Medical grade red and near infrared light with 3 frequencies per light. Deep healing, real results, and totally portable. It's legit. Photo biomodulation tech in a flexible on-body panel. This is the Tri-Light from Therisage and it's next level red light therapy. It's got 118 high-powered polychromatic lights, each delivering 3 healing frequencies, red and near infrared from 580 to 980 nanometers. It's sleek, portable, and honestly, I don't go anywhere without it.
There was the Mount Gox in 2014. Then in 2017, when it went to 18K, and then it just tanked and it went all the way down to 3K. Then there was FTX in 2021 and 2022 and the meme coins and the NFTs. Then there was, a dip there, went back to 60, went all the way down to 20. And it's the only one that keeps continually making new all-time highs. I mean, we've never had a currency with only 21 million circulating supply.
Yeah.
That's just unheard of,
Yeah.
And then we have now companies adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Like how much Bitcoin does Michael Saylor own? Like 597,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like Tesla has it. We now have the institutions buying in. A really good book. I don't know if you read it. Michael Turpin, The Bitcoin Supercycle.
No.
Look into that. It's a really interesting book. And it just talks about how the 4-year cycles are gone.
Michael lives in Vegas. I've met him a few times. I'll definitely give that a read.
Yeah.
We'll end off with this question. Would you rather date a liberal or an illegal immigrant?
I'd rather date an illegal immigrant.
Why?
Because if she talks back to me, I can call ICE and get her deported.
That's a blunt answer, but
yeah.
And that was one of your viral interviews I saw, right?
Yeah, that was one with
Gary, the numbers guy.
Gary, the numbers guy.
Yeah.
I love Gary, dude. He doesn't hold back.
Yeah.
And somebody asked him, would you rather date a liberal or date an illegal immigrant? And he's like, I don't want to date a liberal. They're whores. They always run their mouth. They talk. And then a liberal woman comes right over and proves his exact point. And that's why it went so viral, is it just resonated with the audience.
Yeah. Where can people find you, man? Let them know.
They could find us Shaney Rich on Instagram, ShaneyRiCch, Instagram, X, banned like 15 times on TikTok, so not there. And then Street Poller, StreetPoller.
Check them out, guys, if you want some authentic interviews. Peace.
Amazing. And make sure you guys subscribe to the Digital Social Hour podcast. Make sure you add it. We need to get #1 on iTunes, #1 on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you guys are watching, and show as much support as you can, because Sean has the #1 podcast in the game because he doesn't give up.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.